Hey guys, let's see if it's upside down or right side up. I'm a little bit early today, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you your Facebook Live. So let's see. Oh, it is upside down. Okay, let me get my light. I am going to show you a zero waste way of using this new paper. It's this new paper called oh gosh, I flipped over the I flipped over the name before I had the chance. I'm so sorry to be early, you guys, because I know some of you tune in right on time, but I wanted to make sure that I got our our lesson to you, and I didn't, flake out on you. I didn't want you to think I wasn't showing up. Let's see, where's the Just Jade? Of course, the two that I need are probably in here in my little kit. Maybe. No. Let's see. There they are. I was going to say, I know I just had them. I want this Magenta Madness and Just Jade. Well, I guess I can use Magenta Madness for both. That'll work. And speaking of Magenta Madness, I wanted you guys to remember that for this month, until February 14th, actually, I have a class that is $35. It is amazing. Let me move this up a little bit more so we can see everything. You get $35 worth of product. You get $35 worth of product. That means you get 10 yards of this bumblebee gingham ribbon, which is so cute. You're going to get half a pack of these Ladybug trinkets. You're going to get a brand new ink spot of Magenta Madness and Just Jade. You're going to get a full package of these Flowers for Every Season note cards, which are super, super cute. Then you're going to also get 10 sheets of the coordinating paper that goes with the Flowers for Every Season. Oops, that's the wrong paper in there. Oopsie. There we go. The Flowers for Every Season cards paper. You're going to get 10 sheets of this, brand new, to go with, it's 6x6, to go with the cards that we're going to make. You're going to make 10 total cards, and you're going to get this brand new stamp set, which has 7 stamps in it. I thought it had 6. And it also tells me down here in the corner how many, and I can't read. So like, oh, and the other thing to remember about this, all of this product that you're getting, so remember you're getting the card pack, you're getting 10 sheets of the coordinating paper, you're getting brand new stamp set, you're getting the 2 ink spots, you're getting 10 yards of the bumblebee ribbon, and half a pack, which I believe is 10. Half a pack of the trinkets. You're going to get 10 trinkets. And the cards, the mini cards, also have coordinating envelopes, and we can decorate those as well. And you're going to be making 10 total cards with me. So I'm giving you everything you need to make these 10 cards and this adorable heart banner. And you can only sign up for this until the 14th. Till Valentine's Day. That's my deadline in order to make sure I can get everything out to everybody. So this it's a mini spring banner. It's super sweet. And you see the little ladybugs, super cute. We're using the Ladybug Punch, and all of this will be prepared for you. The banner will be prepared for you, except you'll cut your own ribbon. The envelopes will be are already ready for you, but I'm going to teach you how to stamp the outsides. This is the perfect class for a new stamper, okay? Because I'm going to teach you all the things you need to know to make your class your cards look gorgeous, okay? It's also for someone who likes to do easy crafting. And so I like to just show up, make my cards, and be done. So you're gonna make these 4 mini cards, which are super cute. Everything you need to make these cards will come in the kit. And then you'll have 6 more cards left over to make other stuff. Look at this cute little ladybug. These are the ladybugs that you're gonna get. You're gonna get 10 of these total. And so super sweet. And then you're going to be making these cards. Let me move you're going to be making these cards using the stamp set and ink that you got in the kit. And it's $35. And it's all inclusive, everything you need, very springy, just in time for spring. I'm still working out where, oh, perfect. Just in time for spring. Everything you need to make these cards is going to be in this kit. I will make sure everything is pre-cut and ready for you, done, okay? And so love, love, love this particular class. And so it's really an ideal class for someone who wants to show up, make their stuff, and walk away. And I'll teach you how to do it. There's going to be a PDF and there's going to be a video tutorial. Everything you need to do the class will be right there. So now I want to talk about our Abstract Beauty. That's what it's called, Abstract Beauty paper, which is 4 by 6. It's a new size. We haven't had this size in a long time. Right now I'm showing you all the B sides. So there's some black and white, some moderate neutrals, you know. Oh, that's a good one, the splatter one. This little rainbow looking one. These dots. We're going to be working with this one today. More black and whites. Oh, that stripe is good. I hadn't noticed that one yet. I like this. This actually would be really good with the bumblebee gingham. Some more. Oh, that's a good pink too. And this is clearly Just Jade. And Just Jade is not my favorite color. Now, many people tend to gravitate to these 2 flower prints. But I specifically chose something that was not flowery. Well, because I've got my card class here, I'm offering one. They're abstract flowers, but they're, you know, you can imagine something with something like a floral. And see, there's these great polka dots, but there's all these abstract with the gold. This reminds me a lot of the abstract Expressions in Ink. That's it, Expressions in Ink. Paper that we have. And so you see it's really, really kind of fun, you know, crazy wild paper. This could almost be like a solar system. I like this one. This floral is a good one, but it's a black and white floral. And so there's a lot of different options for you to do different things with this paper. I am specifically showing you how to make it no waste. And, you know, because it's 4 by 6, it's very easy to make a card just with one sheet, easy peasy. And so I'm showing you from start to finish how to do it. And we're going to be using this Celebrating You stamp set, which has 16 stamps. And it's really great. I mean, as you can see, it has such great, sentiments for all year round in here. And I just really like the font. You know, I love this happy birthday in particular. I just love that the block is, or the birthday is a block and the happy is a script. I just think that's kind of a fun, oh wow, this needs to be much larger. I just realized. Our host code for this month is XTPBQUWM. I didn't realize it was so small. It's because I'm putting it in a catalog. Just didn't even see how small it was. So anyway, well, we will still use it. And I'll just hold it closer to the camera for a couple more weeks until February's over, and then I'll print a better one. I'm trying to make sure I have that printed for you every time. So I went ahead and I got out everything I need. I didn't cut everything because I want to show you how to make this no waste. I don't want us to waste anything from these 2 sheets, but I want us to maximize it too. So how can we do that? So let me get my cutter, and we're going to be using Magenta Madness for one card. Well, technically it's 2 cards because you can get 2 cards out of 1 sheet. Well, technically you could probably get 2.5. And then 1 card out of one card out of 1 sheet, which could be 2 sheets too, 2 cards if you really want to get creative. So here's all my cuts. Let me make sure all my paper. So that's a normal card base. And here's my, my Just Jade. Okay, yeah, so I want to cut that together with you. Okay, so for this first one, I wanted to use a black card base. And I want to use the polka dots, the gold polka dots. That's what I specifically wanted for this card. So I've got my black card base, which is a standard, oh, this might be a little bit messed up of a card base. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I've got another black one. It looks like that one's a little beat up. Let me trim this one, see if this one's okay. I think what happened was my cutter was, I had cut a bunch of things and it got a little jammed up. So I need to use that for scrap. So let me cut my card base, make sure it's good. Yeah, this was cut a little bit funny. And then score it. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I scored it 5 1/2. And so here's my black card base. And remember, you always fold the bump inside your card. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our gold piece. Let me get my cutter on the screen because I want you to see it. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to, remember, see, this is 4 by 6. That's how big this little piece of paper is. Well, this is 5 1/2 inches long. So I want to make sure that this is going to be layered. If I layer it, it's just the right width to cover the front of my card. But now I need it to be just the right length. So let's go ahead and cut it at 5 1/2 is the full length of the card. So we want to go 1/4 shorter. You know, you always want to go 1/4 shorter to get your nice little layer. Okay. Let me make sure that's straight. Done. Okay. Done with that. And so this will give me 1 full card. You see? 1 full card. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, technically, I could take another piece of cardstock and I could put this on another card with, you know, maybe another layer underneath, or, you know what I mean? I could put another, like a Just Jade layer or something underneath, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to use the full sheet so that it's no waste, and I'm going to make 1 whole card. Okay, so, and then I'm going to show you a little fun trick to add to this. Because the gold is great, but it needs a little something, something. Okay, so how can I make this better? Okay, how can I make this better? All right, so what I did was I got my gold on there. Then I'm going to take this perfectly cut piece and layer it there, and it adds the pop. This actually reminds me of the paper pumpkin from this month, which is another reason why I decided to do this little pop. Now I could put the layer up here. I also could do it, you know, if I did it to the side, you know, like if I wanted it to open, I guess it would, I need to open it this way because I'm doing it upside down. If I wanted to open it to the side, I could make my card like that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I want it to be a straight up and down card. I always like my cards to open. Ooh, that was a little bit of a blob coming out of that. Oh, see, I do need a different color than Magenta Madness because, ooh, I got some glue right there. It's a little higher than I wanted it, but let me make sure it's straight. I've got a little bit of glue on the edge here, so let me let that dry and grab my black ink. And I'm going to get my eraser. And you can get this at the Dollar Tree. It's called a glue eraser. And basically what it is it just will pick up any dried glue. If you make some blobby edges, this is a little, I'll be honest, it looks a little nubby and gross. It's because it's been floating around in my little case. And so it just picks up the dirt on the outside. But if you want a clean corner, if you want to add a clean edge to it, you can always just go get some different scissors. And I've done this a few times because I didn't like that it looked dirty on the edge. It's not actually dirty because it doesn't actually make your cards dirty because the glue will pick up. If you want to just cut off some edges, you can find, see, it cuts off a nice little clean edge. Just enough to keep picking up the glue because it's going to keep getting, because it rubs glue off, the glue will also attract dirt and other things to it. But it's a way to keep your cardstock clean so you don't have any of the messy leftover glue that'll sometimes pop out when you're using the white glue. So, alrighty. So we'll go ahead and set that aside. I'm going to glue my inside. Because it's a black card, we need to make sure we have an inside. And I always like to have a little inside. I'm not going to use any decoration in here. Just going to keep it a simple, basic thank you card. So I could use one sheet and make one full card by adding just this one piece of cardstock. Oh, well, and if I used a lighter color, I wouldn't need the inside layer. Then we're going to stamp our sentiment. I think this time I'm just going to use a thank you from the Celebrating You. It's a small one, but I like that it fits inside our little oval. So I'm going to stamp my thank you. Stampity stamp. Fit it inside our oval punch. If you can't tell, I love oval punches. I love punches. I just love the convenience of them. When I need a tag, I don't have to cut anything extra. I just grab what I have. Oh, that thank you's a little blobby. I think I'm going to do it again. Let me try it one more time. I think I pressed a little too hard with the rubber. These are red rubber stamps, and they have, they're called cling stamps, and they have a little sticker here that makes them cling to the block. But this padding makes it to where I don't need to press very hard. But you know, when I use the clear stamps, which I've shown you guys before, the clear stamps, you have to just press and hold it down, and you're a little more cautious with it. Yeah, I think it's just my hand. Let's see, which one do I like better? That one or this one? I think I like this one better. I think I'm just pressing too hard. No one else will notice except for me. And then, of course, I'm going to take my trusty dimensionals and pop those on the back of here. And I could even punch out another oval if I wanted and add another layer or, you know, whatever. But I just kind of wanted to keep it simple. And so I'm going to put this thank right. I always tend to center on the right, or put it over on the right. So there we go. One card down. And you can, like I said, I could have used the second oval as well, you know, if I wanted. I just wanted to keep it clean because it made me think of the Valentine cards. They were just so simple. They really just were a simple design, and they used these colors. This is Blushing Bride. Oh, let's see. There we go. The glue from my hand has gotten on this designer series paper, which was my worry. I was worried about it getting from the card onto my paper. There we go. Now it's off. I had some right here on my thumb, And so such a nice, easy design, quick and simple, zero waste. One sheet made this whole front. Now, for the other card I want us to make, we're going to do two. So a card base, I'm going to use Magenta Madness, which I showed you guys the other day. I love Magenta Madness, and it's also included in the card class that I was showing you. You can sign up for this class. There's several links on my Fabulous Stamper page for this card class. The cards are stunning, and that little banner with the ladybugs is so cute. I used some Magenta Madness in that class. So, just a basic card base. So remember, the width that we need is 5.5. But what I'm going to do is, instead of 5.5, I'm going to cut this in half in two. So it's going to be 2. And I don't know if I want to do it 5.5 or if I want to do it, let's see. So it's 6. So if I do it 5.25, I think I'm going to do so I need to decide my layer. I don't normally do that, but I guess I could. It wouldn't be that terrible. But I think I want to do, so 5.25, I want to do it in 5 inches. I'm going to have a 1-inch width here. Okay, 1-inch width. And I'm going to cut this in 2. So 2 inches wide by 5 inches long. Okay, so that leaves this scrap to the side. Okay, and then I need my Just Jade, which I had floating somewhere. Where did it go? There it is. And I'm going to cut my Just Jade at 2.25. Well, let's see. This is at 5 inches. So I want it to be 1/4 inch bigger than 5 inches. So I need this Just Jade to be 5.25. Okay. And I need this to be 2.25. Ooh, I'm going to need another piece of Just Jade. Darn it. To make 2. I think this will work. Yeah. There we go. So this will be 2.25 by 5.25. And so let me cut another piece of Just Jade. I'm glad I had one handy. This was a scrap. So we need the 5.25 by 2.25. And it's a simple design, but the goal is that I want to show you how there's so little cutting. You know, sometimes you get that 12 by 12 paper and it's so daunting because it's such a big, I mean, look at this is some old 12 by 12. I mean, this is a daunting thing to handle because, you know, you're trying to figure out all the measurements for this huge piece of paper. These little sheets are so convenient because they're the perfect size for a card front. I don't have to do a lot. I just literally can trim this up just a touch and make a whole card, or I can maximize it and make several cards. And I'll show you another option. Oh, how is that different? I think I grabbed the wrong label. Maybe this one was too big. Let's see, 2.25. Oh, this one was a little too wide, 2.25. There we go. It's because I grabbed that scrap and just kind of got carried away and distracted. Alrighty, so here we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Magenta Madness, and we're gonna fold that down. Okay, and I wanna layer my card. I'm gonna make 2 cards with this, and then this leftover piece can still be used. We can still use it on the inside. I'm gonna cut this in half. And another trick to cutting this in half is you take a sticky note. Let me see if I have a small one. Oh, there's one. You take a memo note. I love memo notes. So you just take a memo note or a post-it note or whatever, and you use this to help you hold it because it is such a small piece. So what you do is you use the one, so this is only 1 inch wide. So to cut it at 1/2 inch is going to be a little difficult with my fat fingers, you know? And so this is my trick when I need to cut something that could move on me before I get the arm down, is I use the memo note to hold it. And then I just, this is 1 inch wide. Yeah, it's 1 inch wide. I just had to double check. All of a sudden I got nervous. And I'm just going to trim it straight down. And then I have 2 little pieces that I can still, again, no waste for this little piece. I'm going to have no waste. Okay. So I'm going to set those little pieces aside for a minute. So we've got our 2 card fronts from earlier. And I'm going to put this one this way. And then I'm going to put this one this way. And that way I'm still getting 2 cards. But again, it's out of 1 sheet from here. Just one of these sheets did that. Like, it's pretty amazing. Let me just grab one out of here. This is a 4x6 sheet. And I made 2 cards with this 1 sheet of designer series paper. It's much easier than when you're handling the giant 12x12 paper. It's just more manageable. And you get 48 sheets in this pack, which is pretty cool. It's called the Abstract Beauty paper. And remember, this one was, I made an entire card front. So, and now this one, I get 2 cards out of 1 of those little sheets. Some people, when I first saw the sheets, I thought, oh, what am I going to do with that tiny thing? Like, it's too small. That's what I first thought. I'll be honest. That was my first thought. And then when I saw someone else using it, I was like, oh, that's right. I wanted to do this. I wanted to flip it over and use another. I could use this other side. So I can use this fancy pants side, or I can use this side. I think I'm going to do this side. So I made 2 different cards. So this one will have the gold side, and this one will have the B side. But I'm still picking up that fun magenta. I mean, the jade, just as an accent color to this awesome pink, which I love. Magenta Madness is just, it's a really wild color, but oh, I love it. It actually, this card reminds me a little bit of Miami, let's be honest. Okay, that's actually fun. That's super fun. So I can just make this, I can make the layer here. I can make it, actually, I kind of want to make the layer down here a little more toward the middle, but not exactly equal, because I'm going to put my little oval right there, my little sentiment down there. Okay. Cute. Done. I love that. And that jade really makes all that pink, I don't know, it reminds me a lot of Miami, you know. What can you do? And then this one, I just loved, I do love the gold on here. I can't deny how much I love the gold. It's actually good that I used that piece for because that piece has less of the magenta, so it's picking up more of these pinks. So it's kind of cool that I used that one instead of this one. All right. And then the gold one, I'm going to use on this side. So it's just a simple card. And simple's okay too. I really like some of the really fancy cards. There's some amazing ladies out there that make great cards that are very complex and they're stunning. And I love to watch them make them. It's kind of like when I watch Top Chef. I love watching Top Chef, but I'm not going to make any of that food. Like, I don't know, like I love watching Top Chef, but I'm never going to make the food. So let's see. Do I want it on this side? And yeah, I think I want it here. Okay. I love watching Top Chef, but I'm not going to make a bunch of scallops, you know, like it's just not going to happen. But, you know, sometimes they're watching these shows and, you know, like, I don't know. I'm obsessed with Top Chef, but I'm never going to make the food. Like, I don't know. It just cracks me up. So, so there we go. So that I've got my two card fronts. And let me go ahead and stamp, or I'm going to punch out my oval first. Normally I wouldn't punch out my shape first, but I'm going to this time because I want to make sure I get my sentiment. Whoa, let's see. It's a little, because the oval's a little funny. You almost needed it to be a little narrower of a piece. Let me see if I can get one more oval. Yeah, there we go. I get one more oval out of this. Wasted a little bit. And I could, you know, do another layer for the oval punch and make it fancy. But like I said, I'm trying to keep it basic. And remember, Magenta Madness is a retiring color. Same with the Just Jade. These are retiring colors. They will be gone. So come April, these colors are going to start to disappear and you're not going to be able to find them anymore. Whether it's ink, whether it's cardstock. So if you like these colors, make sure you order them now because that way you don't run out. Especially if it's a favorite. I bought an extra pack of cardstock of the Magenta Madness because I like it. I don't know how often I'll use it, but I love it enough to where I might use it every so often for something, you know, so I went ahead and got it. So I'm going to use this Grateful to Celebrate You Every Day stamp from the Celebrating You stamp set. And I'm going to use Magenta Madness, and it has a curve to it, so it's actually perfect for the oval. Oh, it's a little off to the side. That's why you usually stamp first and punch second, but I don't know. I did it the different way today because I was a doof. What can you do? It's because I'm doing it at a different time. Okay, cool. And I'm going to use just the same sentiment. I could use thank you. I could also go back and make a thank you card. I'm just, let me get this just right. Let's see. Oh, come on, Jen. I'm off my stamping game today. It's because I got so excited about this paper. All right, let's see if we can get this right this time. I'm going to do it over here. Okay. This is why usually you stamp first and then punch second. Because I keep getting it crooked on this second one. And I just got a little overly excited. And it might be just that I'm rushing or something, you know. So I'm going to leave plenty of space. I'm going to stamp right here. You're going to waste a little bit of cardstock. That's why I punched first, because I only had the little piece there. You know, Jennifer, just use the cardstock. What am I saving it for? When the queen comes over? I mean, come on. So, all right. So you see, if you stamp first, you can always get it straight in your punch because you can line your sentiment up perfectly in the punch. Once you line it up just right, you slowly press just to hold it, just enough. I'm barely pressing it down. You see, it's not cutting anything yet. It's just barely holding it. It's not pressed yet. Then I fully punch it, okay? And that way now it's fully centered. So that's actually how I normally do my stamping with the punch. It just happened to be I was rushing because I don't know why. I'm just anxious, I guess. All right, so we're going to toss that one because that one was crooked. And we're going to keep these ones because these ones were good. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop these on dimensionals. And this one I think I'm going to put right here. I'm going to have it overlap. This one I might actually just put here in the corner of this, as opposed, I was going to put it down here, but actually I think I'm going to layer it right here on this, the top of here, because it just adds a little something extra to contrast that designer series paper. That was a stroke of genius, if I say so myself. That's a little unusual, but I like it. I think it just felt kind of crowded, you know, down here in the corner. It felt kind of crowded. But if I put it here, to me it feels just right. Just like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, you just keep trying things out until you like where you put them. And you know, you can always add embellishments or jewels. Oh, I had 2 more dimensionals. Now, don't throw away your edges, because if you cut the edges, they can still be used. Oh, Kitty's now decided, no, 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 I'm almost done. No, 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 baby, no, no, no. Stay away. I think I can hold them off just enough. Okay. And then I'm going to place this one right here. And so it's overlapping just a little bit, but it's still giving me the design that I want. And then the scrap, I told you these were going to be 0 waste. So remember those tiny pieces I had over here? I'm still going to use these. I'm just going to put these on the inside of my cards. Okay. So let me toss this aside. So my insides need a layer, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this here. I'm going to make this one, pink one, in here to match that one. And then I'm going to use the gold one on that one. So I told you 0 waste. So I made 2 cards with insides, with cute little insides with that one sheet. No, baby. No, no, no. Please stay away just a minute. It reminds me, I don't know if you guys ever watch Lilo and Stitch, which is one of my favorite movies. So I'm thinking about Lilo and Stitch all the time right now, because there's the McDonald's has these like Stitch, Happy Meal toys, and they're so cute. I was thinking actually they'd be really cute Christmas ornaments. So I don't really eat at McDonald's. And so I asked my parent friends, like, send me Stitch toys when you get duplicates, you know. Because, you know, when you're a parent, you always get these duplicate toys, you know. My sister used to, at least. She used to always get, like, duplicates with my nieces and stuff. And I'm like, send me your duplicates. Then I don't have to go to McDonald's and order a Happy Meal, or just go pick them up, you know. Like, if someone's just going to have extras that they're going to toss, which my sister often did because, you know, there were just extras. So, and then I'm going to do the same thing for this card. I'm just going to have the gold side up. I'm just going to have the gold side up. But I'm going to put it at the bottom so it's still decorative and 0 waste. I love the idea that I'm not wasting any of my paper. That is the best. I love it when I have used a piece, especially of the designer paper, which is a little more than cardstock, you know. I mean, let's be honest. The cardstock is, I think, $8.75 for a regular pack usually. It's $8.75. Sometimes it's $9 something, depending on how many sheets and the, you know, type. So you see that adds that little decorative inside to this Wild and Crazy Miami card. And this came out of 1 sheet. And then here's the other one that I did. Again, came out of 1 sheet from that Abstract Beauty paper. And so I just love this paper. I can't get enough. These gold, plain gold sheets, I mean, those are so versatile. You could use them for anything. Sorry, I keep forgetting where my camera is on my new phone. I had to get a new phone, so those are super versatile. This one has little tiny gold flecks, which is fun. I love this black and white floral with the gold. Then you have this is Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy with the gold splatters, which that could be fun too. I'm in love with these wacky designs, actually. I find them to be kind of cool. I really like that design. Oh, I just thought of a class using this. Just thought of it. Okay. And I actually really want to use this one. I think I'm going to use that one in the class that we have tomorrow. Now, everyone keeps gravitating towards these fun florals, which are great, like I said earlier in the video. But, I mean, there's so much potential with... I didn't use the florals on purpose because I wanted to show you that there's a lot of potential with the other designs in the kit. I mean, in this package as well. And then the back sides are these relatively neutral backs. I mean, this one's not so neutral, you know, but subtle, I guess. The B sides are kind of plain. You could use them for different kinds of layers like we did today. I love these black and white stripes. So, I mean, such great potential for this package. 48 sheets. So that means you could make 48 cards with zero waste. Or I could make, let's see, 96 cards with zero waste out of one package. Because I would have, if I chose just this design, I could make 96 cards. I've got another design of zero waste using this 4x6, and I'll just have to show you guys that in another video. I'll tease that. So be sure, oh, and the stamp set I used was this stamp set here. So this is the Abstract Beauty designer paper and the Celebrating You stamp set. And be sure, if you want to go pick anything up, be sure to use the February host code. I'm going to make this larger so that we can see it. I obviously need to print my stickers a little bit larger. XTPBQUWM. And you can go to Stampin' Up! And use that host code, and that'll give me credit. So this is Magenta Madness and Just Jade. And be sure to sign up for my Flowers for Every Season class. It is stunning, you guys. You're going to make 10 of these gorgeous cards. 10. And you're getting all this extra swag. This is the extra swag you're getting with it. 10 gorgeous cards. You can check that out on a bunch of the links on my page. So be sure to check that out. Oh, and you're going to make a little Ladybug Banner with that class. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, guys.